Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Amberly and I'm an artist based in Atlanta. Here comes my little baby Jiggy. Jiggy, come here. Can you say hello? Say hello. Okay, I gotta work. Excuse me. Okay, so today I'm going to turn a sketch that I had into a painting. So let me show you the sketch. I've done this several weeks ago and I've been wanting to turn it into a painting, but this is it here. So it's color pencil and marker, and I think that's it. So I originally started just by doing these like random thumbnails, and I had this reference image. I can't remember if it's the same format or not, but I'll put it up here. But I just loved like the length of it and having this one main tree there. So I've been wanting to do this for a little while now, and now I actually have like a chunk of time to work on it. So let me show you my supplies and then we'll go ahead and get started. This is my desk here. I really don't have a special setup or anything like that. These are going to be the colors that I'm starting with, but most likely they'll change because I'm the type of painter who just kind of grabs as I go and picks the colors as I want to. So I'm going to start off with these. It's a mixture of regular acrylic paints and then craft paints as well. So nothing too fancy. And then for the most part, I think I'll be sticking with these brushes, but I also have bigger ones over there. I'm using an enamel paint tray, and this is the canvas that I'm going to be working on. Okay, hold on. I have a little visitor coming.
Cheesecake, please.
Cheesecake? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll eat some cheesecake too.
Okay.
I think I was talking about my canvas last. So this is the canvas that I'm going to be using. And I've had this for a while. My friend Sierra gave it to me, but the format, like the size of it, is perfect for this sketch. And I already painted it pink for some reason, so it's gonna work out perfect. The size though, let me check. Let's see. It is 6 by 12. So it's a 6 by 12 inch canvas that I'm gonna be painting on, and I'll use my acrylics, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, real quick, please take a look at my filming setup. So I really need to invest in a better tripod soon, but here's my camera, and then I'm not going to take this off because for some reason this thing, which like controls the angle, won't stay. So the camera's, I guess, so heavy that it just like flops right down, so you can't see anything. So I'm using my purse as a weight, and I will just kind of stand or sit awkwardly to the side, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So hopefully it works out. So this is just, I think it's just this kind of neon pink paint with white that I put on the background, and it was probably because I had a bunch left over, and I hate wasting anything really, so I just painted it on there. And I do use pink a lot for my backgrounds and underpaintings, but lately when I've been doing landscapes, I've been using acrylic ink to do my sketch in, and it's just kind of a guide, and parts of it pink through, and it's really pretty. But this is Liquitex acrylic ink in phthalo blue. So I'll be doing my sketch in this color. I can go ahead and just start with my horizon line, and you never want it to be halfway, so I'm gonna go about a third or so, and that's what I have in my thumbnail as well. So I just kind of eyeball it. Then I'm gonna do the main tree coming down the middle, and let's see, have it coming from about here to around here or so. And I do pretty bad with vertical lines. I'm not sure why. So I like to turn my canvas, and I usually tell my students this, like, figure out what works for you, and then, you know, just do that. You don't have to do it vertically if you can't, if you don't want to. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I think I will bring this part down, out, so you have kind of a little bit of the bark showing. Happy with that for now, and then I'll start doing, you can't see it, but there's some little trees kind of on the ground here, so I'll just kind of lightly put them in real quick, lightly and quickly. I think I'll stop that one there. It goes down a little bit lower, but I'll just kind of see how I'm feeling as I go. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for the sketch. I'm gonna start working on my enamel palette, and I really like working on these because I have plenty of room to mix my colors, which I do a lot of. I'm gonna go ahead and start with some white and pink. Oops, just splash some paint there. I'm a really messy painter. I don't know, I'm just not very neat and organized and too precious with everything. And I think I am a pretty fast-paced person, and I paint kind of fast-paced too. So I just can't seem to slow down or just have the patience to lay everything out in an organized way. So that's just me. And I think I mentioned it before, but I'm using craft paint and Healer Liquitex acrylic paint. Okay, so I'm starting with white and this green from Matisse, and it's Australian yellow green. And I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it on. And you'll see it's a pretty transparent color even with white underneath it. So I will end up layering a lot, but the color's so pretty. And I'll bring it over here. So I love color, and in a lot of my landscape paintings, I've been leaving a lot of the background more exposed than normal. Usually I would just have a little bit peeking through, but I've been starting to let the background show through more and just being a lot more playful with my mark making. I usually talk a lot about like having no shame and just having fun while painting, but I noticed that I was being kind of strict still with it. So this year I'm like, don't worry, don't think about it, don't overthink about it, just have more fun. And I've really been loving the paintings that I've done so far this year. So it's working for me, so I'm gonna stick to it. In the sketch, I have orange pretty much this entire part down here. I can't remember why, but I'm gonna go with it. So while this part down here is drying, I'm gonna work on the sky. Since I used neon pink, I'm gonna incorporate that too, because if I didn't, it would be a little too stark of a difference. So I'll add a little bit in there, and I'm just gonna start. Alright, I think that's pretty good for right now. So usually I would typically go like super far in And I am going to go in with a smaller brush and get closer to the leaves, but in the past few paintings I've been leaving a lot of this almost like a halo showing through, and I really love the way it looks. So I'm going to add it to this one too. What's up? Thanks, Alvin.
You said whoops.
It looks. Look at the way it looks. Once I kind of get to this point, I try to determine kind of the depth of the painting some more. So I'm starting to blend parts in, and that's when I can figure out like what I need to bring forward, what I need to push backward or push back. And so I just do a lot of back and forth at this point. So still no detail really, but now I'm starting to get a better sense of depth. I've been working on this part right here for a little while now, and I'm pretty happy with the direction it's going in. So I'm going to take a break from that. So one, I stop staring at it and don't overwork it. And then two, while that is drying, I'm going to start working on the trees, and then I'll probably continue jumping back and forth. Now that I've done the bark and the trunks of the tree, I'm going to go over and start doing the leaves. Now I really love the way the blue looks, but I'm going to give it a little bit of green too. So to do that, I'll use my phthalo green. It's starting to get a little dry, so I'm going to add some water to it. And let's try some yellow, just why not? See how it looks. Okay, so I added a little bit of the Matisse green, and it's showing up better. Let's try some of this green too. Okay, I like that. So I have like 4 colors. So I have my phthalo green, lemon yellow, I added a little Matisse green, and then some of the deep celery green color. So I don't really work with like a specific formula. I just mix until I find a color that I like. And I'm going to start layering this on top of the blue, and I'll leave some of the blue exposed and peeking through, and then parts of it maybe I'll go more like this just onto the pink.
Just run away together, chase the weather, live a life written in love, let us run away together, make it better, just us two.
So my camera died when I was right about to start doing this. But I mixed my neon pink with my neon orange, and I'm going to start adding it to the bark. I already did a little part here, and I think it's looking okay, but since this pink background is so much more pink than my sketch, I don't think it's actually going to show up very well, so I might stick with the tan color. Hi! Okay, so now it's 7:20, and I started this around like 4:15 or so, and I've taken a couple breaks in between, and my camera died and all that kind of stuff. But this is, hold on, I see something I want to tweak real quick. Okay, easy, quick line. So this is the finished piece. So I really love how it turned out. I think it translates pretty well for the sketch. Of course, there are some different things about it. It's a sketch, and here's the painting. I really do love the way it turned out, so I'm really happy with it. Tomorrow morning, maybe not in the morning, probably tomorrow afternoon actually, after it sits for a while, I'm going to varnish it. This is the finished palette. I think it's beautiful as well. I always love how my palettes look. But yes, so I'm finished for tonight, and I shall see you tomorrow. Hello, and thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed watching my process and just kind of how I turn a sketch into a finished painting. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.